It's very bad.
Too much Taco Bell get to you, I'm sure.
Yeah, especially when you're like wake up from like drinking so much and you have the shits mixed in with some Taco Bell. Oof, it's bad news. Can I say taking a shit while you're drunk is just absolutely the worst thing.
It really sucks.
It sucks because I don't know if my body's telling me that I'm done
Mm.
because my asshole is still
You're
like
not
hot.
you're not in tune with your
Yeah.
anus.
Like, remember when you guys came for my birthday?
Yeah.
I went to the bathroom at the beach, I think, and I went to go like take a shit, and then cause I was like, man, my butthole's like real hot. It's real weird, and I thought I pooped myself, but I didn't. So we were good.
That's a victory right there.
Yeah, didn't poop myself, uh, didn't pee myself, didn't throw up, which was surprising. I'd wake up and I'd feel fine. Well, like when I was drinking, I would like drink copious amounts of water, like while drinking,
That's the
so
key.
I wouldn't feel like shit. So I woke up every day and I was like, I feel fine. Except the last day where I'm just like, oh, my lower abdomen hurts. Like
All caught up to you.
uh,
I mean that's what a hangover is basically, is just dehydration.
yeah.
So
Well, this is the Dweeb Queens cast. I'm Tone. That's Andy, and we are
hey,
Dweeb Queens. I'm also going to be uploading the video we recorded a couple weeks ago. I just haven't been able to upload it because I have been away. But other than that, life has been good.
yeah.
That's good. See any good movies?
Yeah, I'm always watching movies.
You
I
are.
watched one I didn't really like today.
What is that?
Called Amelie.
What is that?
It's a French movie from like the early 2000s,
Okay.
which was not a great time for movies, I'd
Yeah,
say.
the early 2000s was a rough time for movies.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. It was like trying too hard to be like quirky and cute to where it was just like frustrating, sort
Oh.
of.
Huh.
It wasn't for me.
Okay.
But we both saw a movie
We
that we've
did.
been looking forward to.
That was my number one highly anticipated movie for the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
A little movie called Us. Me and you, Andy. Us. Together. Again.
You and
Back to
I.
recording. Us, Us, Us. No, we watched Us, written, produced, directed by Jordan Peele. Starring Lupita
Okay.
Nyong'o and Winston Duke. I cannot remember the kids' names, and I feel very ashamed because they were very good in the movie.
They, yeah,
Child-
all
child-
the performances were
Child
amazing.
actors are getting better.
I agree.
Thank God. We were in a rough time of like, he hurt me. Oh no, I have to run away. It's just the most like very emotional kid. You're like, all right, well, don't get too worried about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know I had Tim Heidecker and Elizabeth Moss.
Tim Heidecker, I did not know was in the movie.
Yo, that's
I
right,
was
you
very
did it.
Pleasantly surprised.
I knew it from the first trailer because he was in it for a brief second. And I was like, oh hell yeah, my boy Tim, coming. He's coming.
So yeah, I'm glad I was surprised in the theater.
I know. I only watched that first trailer. I didn't really watch anything else than that. But we watched it. What did you think of it overall?
I have to say I was kind of disappointed. I liked it, but
Are you telling me
it
you
was no
liked
Get
a
Out.
movie? You liked a movie. Kill yourself.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing ever or the
I
best
know.
thing ever.
Okay.
Interestingly,
And you said it wasn't better than Get Out.
pretty far below Get Out. I'd
Okay.
say Get Out is essentially perfect
Mm-hmm.
in my eyes. I don't think there's a single thing I'd change about Get Out.
Okay.
And so I was coming off of that because I hadn't seen any of the trailers or marketing or anything.
Yeah.
So
This is your year of just not watching any trailer.
mhm.
This is the only one year that I'm going to do it. As soon as 2020 happens, boom, back on the trailer gang, baby. But only first trailers, never second trailers, only first ones.
What if you find like Endgame? That's like a different experience.
I don't think another
Well,
movie like
you won't
Endgame will
stick
come
with it?
out. I don't think another movie like Endgame will come out.
I'm saying it's good for every single movie.
But it gets me a little bit more context of what I'm getting into and getting hyped about it. You know what I mean? I watched a trailer called Good Boys. If I want to watch that, I probably wouldn't have watched it. It's a Seth Rogen produced movie.
I just heard about it and it's on my list that I'm
Wow.
watching. That and Booksmart that Olivia
Yeah.
Wilde is
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. I'm
I
excited for
just
that movie
heard
too.
about it and I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah, there you go. You're better than me. I watched both of those trailers because I was like, I don't know what
Because
this is.
I watch so many fucking movies, like I'm gonna watch that shit anyways.
You
So
really
like,
do. You do watch. I love movies, but I never really have that much time to watch them anymore. I just watch. We're getting off topic. But us, I the thing is, I loved it. I loved it a lot. It reminded me of like an old 70s to 80s horror movie, where it's just like this is happening and it doesn't like make you feel dumb about it. It made me think like Get Out almost, where it's like, wait, this was this, and I had to think about this, and it's like, well, does that mean this? We're not going into spoilers because I say people should go watch this movie. Go watch it. I say go watch it in theater.
oh yeah,
It's a good experience to watch with other
definitely
people.
watch it.
Yeah. But the performances wise by everybody, I loved it. The story, I loved. It wasn't like it's a horror movie, but not like overly
More
like
of a horror movie than Get Out.
yeah, it's not like jump scares left and right like The Conjuring or like those types of movies. It's more like it's scary at points and it's kind of like creepy. Like if you just saw an ugly version of yourself that just could not speak and carried scissors and was very deadly.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get into the pros first of the movie.
Okay.
The performances across the board were fantastic.
Yeah, Lupita Nyong'o. Ooh, even
Yeah.
Winston Duke. I loved his whole
He's
dad
great.
persona.
The kids surprised me. Tim Heidecker was awesome, especially in his like physical acting.
Oh God,
Was
I loved
so
it.
fucking good.
I loved it.
More than anything for me, I think the score was perfect.
Oh,
you
yeah.
could not make a better soundtrack
This is probably up there with being one of my favorites because
since probably
man.
Blade Runner. It's
Yeah.
the best.
with the I got 5 on it, like kind of slowed down.
Tethered mix.
Yeah,
I've had that shit on my Spotify.
yeah, same. It works
for the last few
perfectly.
days. It was just directed super well, especially in like the dark scenes.
Yeah.
Like that's generally pretty hard to shoot.
Yeah.
And he did it really well, just composition wise.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
It was.
Like the comedy worked and it didn't like detract from the scary parts
Yeah.
either, which is kind of a hard thing to do, but I mean it's Jordan Peele, so it's not necessarily surprising.
Yeah.
And there were like actually really fucking scary, intense scenes.
Yeah, there was.
Like, it's not too often that I'm like, sweating
Yeah,
in a movie theater.
you're very tense. Yeah. I'm not like
Which-
screaming out loud, but I'm like curled up. I'm like, eek.
I don't know of a movie that's made me scream.
The Conjuring was one just because ghosts and shit scare me like that. But performances. I'm gonna agree with you on all of it. I really did like the story of it. I thought it was it's hard to get into it without spoilers because it's such a crazy concept. I will go watch it again for sure, like I did with Get Out. Because the story was interesting. I like the outfits. I like how their signature is golden pair of scissors, red jumpsuits,
Mm-hmm.
and they look
And glove
terrifying.
and
Yeah,
sandals.
the one glove. Forgot. And Lupita Nyong'o killed it with her. Just playing 2 people like that. I'm very impressed with her. Jordan,
It was very good.
yeah, Jordan Peele knows how to get good performances out of people and hire great
He
actors.
really does.
Yeah, it wasn't like a large scope of like having a ton of actors. There was only a little bit of them that like talked.
6 main, 8,
Yeah,
the 2 families basically, and that's it.
yeah, pretty much. And then if you want to count like the kid and the parents,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's really about it. But man, yeah,
Not much.
I loved it. I don't think it's super far below for Get Out for me. I think it's not.
Do you think it's on par?
It's on par, but I count it as two kind of different styles of movies, you know, where one of them was
Different.
a thriller, creepy movie and had like a not political, or I don't know what would be the right term for that?
Well, but you're getting into like one of my main things. I was kind of bummed out with this movie was Get Out had like a message. And,
Okay,
like,
there you go. That's what I liked about the first one. I feel like
this one just didn't.
In this one, I feel like it didn't really need to. There's just
not every movie needs to.
Yeah,
but
especially with him, I feel like
I just
did it
like
the
movies
ones.
with messages more than straight up horror movies.
I mean, I do too, but I'm like, I feel like with Jordan Peele, he can't do it all the time. Like, if I understand because it's just like, hey, he just wants to make a movie about a black family, which you don't see in a horror aspect type thing, who aren't background characters, who aren't these like kind of goofy stereotypes. It's like, oh yeah, a dad could buy a boat, have a nice house, be a goofy guy.
I just think he could have had a message in it. You know,
he could have, but I feel like it didn't really need.
Which is what I wanted.
Oh, okay. I didn't really need it. I loved it in Get Out, and I'm like, I get it why he wouldn't want to. It doesn't really have to have one. He could do it for a third movie, but at this point, he could do really anything. I'll watch it 100%.
I'm still watching whatever he puts out.
Yeah, so I
Still
loved
good
it.
movies.
I think they're two very different movies for me. So they're on par. I will say I love Get Out more just because I went in there. I'm like, oh, Jordan Peele, this is gonna be
It really hits you.
a stretch, and you're like,
surprise.
damn, yeah, you're like, damn, he knocked it out. And then the second one, you're like, oh yeah, Get Out, I'm all in. And I still walked out with great like he blew my expectations for what it was gonna be. I like the horror funness of it. I will like Get Out. I can watch on repeat, but it's not like a fun movie, you know.
No.
Neither. This one's like a fun horror movie, like have like little zombie apocalypse like tones into it, like kind of all this crazy shit.
It was wild.
It was very wild. But
should we give like scores and then get into spoilers?
yeah, I'd give it a solid like 9 out of 10.
Okay.
It's not really. There's only like some niche things about it, but it's not like one that doesn't give it a perfect 10. But yeah, 9 out of 10 for sure.
I'm going like 7.6
Okay,
out of 10.
still good. It's
I mean, it's way above an average movie.
Yeah. The first act of this movie, on board. It's where the third act kind of got a little messy. That's what made it go down just a tad bit, but still very good. But that is our spoiler free. Do you want to go into spoilers for it
I do.
real fast? All right, let's get into it. So, I loved the part in the house. I'm going to spoilers. This is it. All right, you've been warned.
Spoilers.
I love the part in the house where Tim Heidecker and his whole family just get killed, and it's just
So good.
I don't know what the knockoff for Alexa was, but it was like, Alexa, call the
Olivia
police,
or
something,
Octavia or
something like that. He's like playing "Fuck the Police" by NWA, and I'm like, oh my god, I think it's so
I love
funny.
how like broadcasted it was like that some shit's gonna go down. He's like, I want to stay in my comfy spot.
Yeah,
Like,
I
some
loved it.
shit's gonna happen.
Oh God, I loved his whole character. Even him like being the
That was my
doppelganger
favorite part, is him moving around, like walking down the
and
steps
having that weird like
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. Did you realize when the dad, Winston Duke's character, can't remember the doppelgangers' names. I know they each had their own names, like Abraham, I think is what they called him.
So
You know how he was like screaming and he could hear someone else screaming?
yeah,
I think that was Tim Heidecker's
Tim
character.
Heidecker. Yeah.
Because I was like, the mom was in the house, so was the little boy, and the girl was sprinting after the other girl, her doppelganger, I guess. And
Right.
I was like, oh, because I thought there was only going to be the doppelgangers of the family,
Yeah.
but I thought that would just be a little weird. I was like, why only the family for it? But pleasantly surprised. I loved how in the beginning of the movie it shows like them all holding hands and like that whole thing that they're doing like at the end of the movie, kind of where you see them all like interlocking fingers and holding hands. I'm like, huh. I like how it foreshadowed that just a little bit to like bring together the world or something. Can't remember.
That home invasion scene was
Oh man,
probably the scariest part.
Yeah, that was
to me.
because I didn't know what was gonna happen to either one of them, especially the dad. Because I'm like, oh, his leg's broken. I don't know. Go either way.
The tethered version of him was like standing over him with the
Yeah.
bat. Like, shit, is he gonna go right now?
Yeah. Man, what else? Oh man, I love the scene when they're like in the car and she's like, I'm driving. She's like, I have the highest kill count out of everybody. They're like, no. He's like, wait. He's like, one, he killed one, I killed one, you killed one, and I killed two. I killed myself and him. I'm like, oh, I like how funny it was. It works. It's not like so out of place where you're like, ugh, taken out of the movie.
It doesn't take you out of it.
Yeah.
It like helps, if anything.
Yeah.
It makes it feel more real.
But yeah, the score for this movie, the deaths in it were brutal. You didn't really get to see a lot of people die, but the family dying, I'm like, damn, that's how everybody went out too. It's just a quick stab to the jugular with a golden pair of scissors. And those twins, oh my god.
Doing cartwheels and shit.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no. Especially when you see that one come out of the doorway doing a handstand, I'm like, oh no. Man, yeah, I liked it. I loved it.
So, I think the movie as a whole was pretty predictable. And that was one of my main issues with it.
Okay.
Like, you know, and it wasn't just like me like noticing stuff and like figuring it out. It was like very early on. I was like, okay, Lupita Nyong'o, like she's gonna be like replaced, or like something's gonna be switched.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see it coming.
Super early.
I didn't see it coming at all.
I'm normally like just like
you're kind of a dumbass.
Movie, right? I'm a slow kind of guy.
A dipshit is what we call it on the streets.
But I saw that shit a fucking mile away, and then when she killed one of the twins, and she was doing that like screeching thing, I was like, oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I didn't really see it coming towards the end when it was revealed, and I was like, oh fuck, but then I kind of saw it a little bit during her first time. She's like, and I'm like, oh whoa, I'm like, okay, a little weird, but for sure, so when I found that out, I was like, I literally thought back to the beginning, and I was like, oh fuck. I was like, that's why she wouldn't speak, because they literally didn't know how to speak when you're down there. Like, they don't know. And I was wondering why,
that's why Red
only she could speak. And I was like, that's really weird how she can only talk, but no one else can. But I was like, damn, that was a neat little twist. I liked it. I was like, that was neat for me.
It just didn't work for me. I saw it coming from the beginning.
I didn't see it. I saw little tones of it, like during the movie, where she would do that weird like noise or whatever. But then I just kept like thinking about it the whole time. I was like, damn, that's why Red was so mad, because she literally had her life stolen from her and get thrown into this shit, and then just cause an uprising down there to like, oh yeah, we should just kill everybody.
Yeah.
up there, and we'll just take over because I was thrown down in the shit, and now I ate raw rabbits. But
They never said like why they wanted to do that like demonstration though, like the Hands Across America.
I only know it because before she got taken, that was the last thing she saw on TV.
Yeah, but like
To
I don't know.
show the world. That was what it said in the commercial. It was like to show the world that we are together. That was, I don't know.
Yes, I don't know.
Make it.
I-
I liked it.
One another thing, another issue I
Mhm.
had was uh it like brought up all this shit, and I'm normally one who can like just suspend disbelief,
Mhm.
like in Get Out, like you know, taking off the top part of somebody's brain.
Whoa! I
and
didn't
sticking
know
it
we were doing spoilers for
on-
Get Out now.
Sorry. Throw another spoiler warning on.
All right, spoiler alert.
Right now.
Get Out. All right,
Um,
don't watch.
You know, I could like just kind of gloss over that shit, like that can't happen.
Yeah.
You know, this was like just a little too far out there with like no answers to it. Like,
Okay.
are these like clones? Like, is it the government doing it? Like,
Yeah, it was the government. Remember? That's what the Red said. She's like, we were a government experiment because they started cloning all those rabbits. That's why there were so fucking many of
but,
them.
like, for what purpose?
Uh,
And, like, why are they like linked? Like, why are they all like mirroring? It was just like too much for me.
That's one I kind of usually care about, but I didn't really care about it because it's like horror movies with Freddy Krueger. Why the fuck did he just get burned alive and just get put in people's dreams? I don't really need to know that. It's just like one of those old horror movies where you don't need
Right,
fully
but that goes straight
thing.
into fantasy. This was like trying to be like grounded in reality. Freddy Krueger, it's some like magic shit, some curse is why he's able to get into people's dreams. This is like, no, the government made these.
I was like, it gives a little bit of backstory, but it'd be cool to get a whole thing, but I didn't mind it, and it wasn't really a negative point for me because it's like, oh, Jason Voorhees drowned in a lake, and he just comes back and kills kids, just because his
Like,
counselors
I-
let him drown or
I can do-
whatever.
I can do ghosts or curses or whatever because it's like that shit isn't real at all. But like this was like seemed to be trying to be in reality a bit, and that just didn't like mesh for me
Okay.
with the answers it gave, or mostly left unanswered.
All right. This is one that we're usually pretty on par with movies. This is one where like not like you're wrong, you're an idiot. Ugh. It's just like,
Right.
yeah, I liked it because of this, and you had a little bit of problems with it, which it's fine. It's not.
And I wanted it to be like Get Out level. Like,
Okay.
I came in to the theater like hoping for the best, and
Yeah.
I was bummed that it didn't work for me.
Oh. Well, I still very much.
I'm glad I saw it.
Yeah. It's
I'd
one.
watch it again.
Yeah, I'll buy it for sure to watch. It has just some of those like apocalypse vibes and like just a family just trying to survive and trying to kill all these things out of the way.
I kind of wish I would have gone into it with a different headspace. Like if I hadn't seen Get Out, I would bet I would fucking love it. If I had just taken it in as like a simple horror movie,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just like kind of sit back and like let it all wash over me. But
Yeah.
you know, I always respond a lot more to those smarter, deeper things, which Jordan Peele doesn't have to do every time.
Damn. Hear that, Jordan Peele? Andy's smarter than you. Intellectual over here. Watch out.
I could not make a movie like Get Out. That shit was next level.
It was. But yeah,
I won an Oscar.
that is true. I'm excited for what he does next. I think I'll always be excited
yeah.
for what he does next. Loved it. Even if
More
you
good horror movies is always a good thing. Like
Yeah.
most are garbage, so
Yeah. Okay, but that's our review for us. Um, I'll just talk briefly about Shazam. I'll just say, really loved it. I really, really liked it.
Yeah.
I want more DC movies like that and Aquaman.
Seem to be figuring it out.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be pretty shit. Just from the first trailer, it didn't look.
I've been on board from the
It
first
didn't
trailer.
look like shit, but it could have been like a bit of a disaster. But I'm really glad it wasn't.
With DC, with Warner Brothers,
Yeah.
there's always that thing.
It's not out of the realm of possibility that'd be pretty bad. But dude, by far, the funnest. Like Aquaman was dumb, goofy fun. This was straight just fun through the whole movie. I loved it. It was funny, which was surprising. There's a little thing. It's in it. It's just kind. It's not. It's the acting between Billy and Shazam, like older, like when he becomes Shazam. It's just one. He's like when he's a kid, he's just like a little brooding, but like still a kid. And then when he's Shazam, he's just like fuck yeah, woohoo! Like doesn't have any like the like depressing stuff, which is fine. When I wouldn't be depressed if I had those superpowers too.
Yeah.
So you know what? Never mind. I redact that. Fun whole time. Everyone go watch it. I hope this movie makes a shit ton of money because, man, I want a sequel to this movie so bad. I don't need Justice League universe anymore. Let's just get the Aquaman, Shazam, Wonder Woman universe. Ezra Miller's probably gonna get fired from his movie, which sucks, but you know, whatever.
You don't think he's gonna write a banger script? Like,
with Grant Morrison?
He's never been before, and it's with a comic book writer.
Here's my take. Comic book writers are really good at writing comic books.
Yeah.
Movies are a whole different thing.
I mean, Jeff Johns was kind of leading DC for a while there, right? And it was just garbage coming out under him.
Yeah, what do we get?
Once he was gone, Aquaman and Shazam came out. So.
Yeah. It just goes to show. Plus, it's Ezra Miller's. It's reportedly that him and Grant are trying to write like a dark Flash movie, and I'm like, why the fuck would you want to go back to it? What was already bad with the universe before?
Yeah,
you're gonna have to evolve. Why the hell would I want to see? Oh, Flash, I'm so sad. My mom got murdered. Oh, I'm so burdened with these speed powers, and I hate it.
Which is not what Barry Allen is.
No, he loves being the Flash.
And it's with fucking 2 comedy directors,
and that's where they're having
directing it.
And that's where they're having the issues. Is that they're trying to do a lighthearted movie, which is what DC's trying to go for.
I really liked their last movie.
Yeah,
Game Night was good.
I just watched it. Man, that's a really funny movie. Wow, I was not expecting it to be that funny.
What did they do before that?
Vacation.
Yeah. I never saw it. Heard it was bad.
It was. Started chewing my food, but yeah,
I'm excited for Shazam.
Me too. They just need to keep going for this lighthearted tone, and of course, there's like, you can go for a little bit of darkness into it, like a little subtleness of like the villains, because villains are dark.
Yeah, it'd
be weird if they were like lighthearted and campy and goofy. So it has stakes in it of the villain, and Mark Strong as the villain he redeemed himself from Sinestro. So
that's good.
I'm really glad.
I don't think he was bad as Sinestro.
He wasn't bad, but no one wants to be in that Green Lantern movie.
No. Shazam only cost $80 million.
What?
It is absolutely going to make its money back.
Wow, I did not. I thought it was way more than that. Holy shit.
There are a few movies out, like Captain Marvel's still making a shit ton of money.
True.
Pet Sematary coming out.
Okay, so I'll redact my words now. I thought the reviews for it were going to be pretty bad, that it was going to be a bad movie, but reviews are coming out for it where it's good. So, I was wrong.
So it'll be, I don't know how that movie will do. Probably pretty well. I mean, people love Stephen King.
Yeah, true.
Right now.
Yeah, but dude, Shazam...
It's going to do well, but Shazam's going to be just fine. I'm sure.
It's only 80 million. It should make its money back.
Mhm.
Comic book nerds eat that shit up.
Yeah, I mean, Justice League was a flop because they made 2 movies,
I know.
and it was like $300 million. Like, holy shit!
It's never good when you don't let people review it early. It's like, ooh, that's a bad sign. Or like, let people watch it early. Like, they let the public audience watch it 2 weeks early, which I hopped on. You know, little.
And like,
I review movies for Dweeb Queens. Don't you know? I need to see this movie 2 weeks
where's
early.
my press badge?
I'm moving up in the world now. Sorry. Sorry, sweetie.
You and I have privately talked about Captain Marvel quite a bit.
We have not talked about it publicly.
Do you want to?
Yeah, let's get into that real quick. So I liked it. I didn't love it. It's on par with like an Ant-Man and the Wasp or a like it's a little worse
Hard
Doctor
disagree
Strange,
with
but
Ant-Man and the
a little
Wasp.
bit above Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Well, I think that movie was not good. That's like bottom 5 Marvel movies for me.
Oh, Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't hate it that much.
I only saw it once, but
So did I. I started watching a little bit on Netflix, and that's all right. Still a week's worth.
I did a whole like ranking of all the Marvel movies.
Did you really?
And obviously it's like subject to change, but Captain Marvel's like right in the middle for me.
Yeah.
Whereas like Ant-Man, first Captain America, Avengers 2, Iron Man 3, Iron Man 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Wow. Ant-Man and the Wasp that low.
Yeah, it's like 5th from the bottom for me.
Ant-Man and the Wasp for me is like in the middle. It's like it's Captain Marvel better than Iron Man 3, Thor 2, Thor, Captain America 1, Ant-Man and the Wasp. It might no, I don't know.
So I just go
like
through my
Ant-Man.
list.
Go through your list and I'll
Right.
put in where I think
Worst is The Dark World. I don't think anybody's gonna argue against that one.
That's my least favorite.
Incredible Hulk is really fucking boring.
Agree.
And I've recently watched all these. So
Really?
these are fresh.
Man, you're a brave soul.
Because I'm doing the same thing as I did with Infinity War and watching all of them in order.
Okay.
I'm nearly there. Doctor Strange is next on my list. So Dark World, Incredible Hulk, Thor 1.
Yeah.
Really
I watched that recently. Holy fuck, that movie had nothing in it besides Loki.
And Dutch angles for some reason in every single shot.
I was going insane. I was watching that movie with my grandma, and I was just like audibly like, ugh. She's like, what? I'm like, do you not see these weird angles? She's like, oh yeah.
Once you point it out, it totally ruins the movie.
It ruined. I know, you fucking ruined it. You ruined it for me.
I'm okay with ruining Thor.
Because I was like,
I don't feel that bad.
Because I was like, yeah, it's not so bad. And then you're like, the Dutch angles, dude. And I was like, what? Never noticed it. Watch it, and you're like, ah, fuck.
I showed you that like montage.
Yeah, fuck,
it's like
so
every
bad.
other shot.
It's almost the whole entire movie.
It's ridiculous.
Oh.
Iron Man 2 is next.
Okay.
But these are getting into like I don't hate these movies.
Yeah.
I think all of them, like even Dark World, isn't a bad movie. It's just like
the weakest.
Right. They're all decent films, which is very impressive.
I could say Thor 2 sucks. I could say that it sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. Even the director hated that movie.
Yeah.
And that's saying something.
Imagine if Patty Jenkins actually directed it. That'd be something.
That would have been something else. Something better.
Ant-Man and the Wasp is next. Comedy did not work for me.
Okay. I might have to disagree with you on that one, but
maybe it was just like being so close to Infinity War that like I didn't give a shit because it was so like low stakes.
Yeah. Okay, I feel that.
Iron Man 3 isn't a bad movie, but just doesn't feel like an MCU movie at all. Feels
Yeah,
so out of place.
I would switch that with Ant-Man
And,
and the Wasp.
and then they like retcon everything like
Yeah,
immediately. Anyways,
yeah, it doesn't even really matter.
next fucking movie, Tony has a ton of suits in Ultron.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it was that. Yeah, that movie had a lot of issues.
speaking of, Age of Ultron is next.
Okay.
Not bad. Again, it's really not good though.
Yeah.
Captain America 1,
Okay.
Ant-Man.
Uh-huh.
This may throw you a little bit. Guardians 1.
Yep, I'm thrown. I'm thrown. I'm far away.
I like
I almost just
Guardians
choked
2
on my
better.
meal. Oh, I just choked on my meal. I'm dead. Babe,
Unpopular
I need you to call the opinion.
But I have some movies in between.
Okay.
Guardians 1. Doctor Strange is next.
Okay.
I like all these movies. From Ant-Man, I can kind of take or leave
Don't fucking bullshit
some
me.
days. But Guardians Up, I really like all these movies. So,
Okay.
Doctor Strange. I'll just go to the next one.
Okay.
Captain Marvel.
Wow.
Next.
Wow.
It's still mid tier.
It's still pretty good. It's just not my list at all now. Like, bottom one I got, but we're really different on these top ones.
I mean, we still have 10 more to go.
Holy shit, really? Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even know what's happening anymore.
I think origin stories generally just get bogged down super easily.
Yeah, I was like, they low-key suck a little bit.
With the exception of Iron Man, sequels are almost always better
Yeah.
for superhero movies.
Yeah, I know. Sequels always get better, except that's so weird. That's so weird to me.
Yeah, they fucking killed it with that first Iron Man.
Yeah, whatever.
Black Panther was next.
Mm-hmm.
Guardians 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People generally don't like that movie as much.
I like that. It's the same quality level to me as the first one. That's right.
I think it's on par.
It's on par with me.
There were some, like, comedically, there were probably more misses in Volume 2.
Mm-hmm.
There was some shit that just, like, didn't work, but I think James Gunn, like, really figured out the characters
In the second
one.
Okay.
And I cared a lot more about Ego, especially.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was a great villain, and it was a great way for Peter to grow.
It's Kurt Russell, baby.
Mm-hmm. He's always great.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, our friend Joe, fucking hates both of those movies, and Star-Lord especially.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
We've had extensive conversations
Wow.
about why he hates it.
Really? I was like, my dad loves the Guardians, and no one gives a fuck about them. Like, in comics-wise, like, no one knows who they are. Wow. Hot take Joe.
Spider-Man Homecoming. Coming out at number 7.
All right. Damn, fuck, number 7.
That's third best Spider-Man movie.
Okay. Yeah.
I just watched Spider-Verse last night.
Oh, I watch it every night before I go to bed. Every night. Literally every single night. I could probably...
It shouldn't be that good.
Uh-oh.
It has no right. Thor Ragnarok. I love that movie.
Of course.
So it's definitely the funniest.
Yeah.
Because of Taika. And these top 5 that I'm getting into can kind of, like, change by the day.
Uh-huh.
I love all these. 5 Infinity War, 4 Iron Man, 3 Winter Soldier, 2 Avengers 1, and Civil War as number 1.
Okay.
I think Winter Soldier is the best film.
Yeah.
but Civil War is like everything I love about Marvel movies, like
I just
done
built
so
up into that one,
perfectly.
especially where they introduce characters that never had their own solo movie, and we're just like, oh, I want
Right.
to see a Black Panther. And you already love Spider-Man, but you're like, fuck, I want to see what this Spider-Man's like
Yeah.
on his own. So ours are kind of different. I'll give off my list really quick, and then we'll talk about Captain Marvel. Bottom, yeah, Thor 2, Incredible Hulk, Thor 1, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 2, 3, hmm, Captain America 1. Did I already say that?
Nope.
Okay, so Captain America, the first Avenger. Then I'm going to go Avengers 2. Actually, no, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Then Avengers 2.
So
And
we're all lined up. That bottom seven,
okay.
you changed Ant-Man and
Yeah,
Avengers
because I'm looking at
too.
these other movies. I kind of forgot.
We're
But
not that far off.
no, but Avengers 2, uh Avengers 2.
Then you said
Oh,
Ant-Man
Ant-Man and the
and the Wasp.
Wasp. Ant-Man and the Wasp. And then I'm going to go Oh man, I'm going to go oh shit, this is hard. I'm going to go Doctor Strange,
Okay.
and then I'm going to go these next two might kill you. Might give you a little heart attack. Actually, wait. And then Ant-Man, and then I'm gonna go Iron Man, then the Avengers.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I rewatch those movies again and again, and I'm like, the more I'm just like, a lot of shit just kind of.
I can
The,
Avengers. I understand. I love everything about Iron
yeah.
Man 1.
Okay. It's just a lot of nothing doesn't happen for a bit in that movie, which is fine. It's fine. It's just
It was the first one.
yeah, I know. I'm like, we've gotten better. There's nothing wrong with getting better. And then
Avengers, I get.
okay. I
I
knew the
can
Iron
agree
I
with
knew I
that.
knew the Iron Man one would throw you a little bit. And then I'll go fuck.
I mean, Captain Marvel over both of those.
Actually, you
Is
know what?
interesting.
No, that's all right. I forgot. I literally disregarded Captain Marvel. I was going off other ones. Shit. I'm gonna put Captain Marvel above Avengers 2. And then
That's pretty low.
Avengers, then I didn't like it. I liked it. I just didn't love it. Like these other ones, like Black Panther, Guardians 2, Guardians 1, Civil War, Homecoming, Black Panther, Thor Ragnarok, Civil War one is
Actually,
up
your
there.
Captain Marvel was only like 2 off from my placement.
Okay.
So
And then number 1 for me is actually I'll go Winter Soldier, and then number 2 is Infinity War, and then Civil War. Captain America kill it.
we're not that far off. You
Okay.
acted like I was crazy. Other than Iron Man and Avengers.
Yeah. I kind of forgot how many movies we've had in this
There's
universe.
a lot.
There is a lot of movies. But
And I'm perfectly happy with a new movie being like mid tier in that list.
yeah. I wasn't really ready for it because we've been so good, except Ant-Man and the Wasp, which was kind of a letdown, but is whatever. But Captain Marvel Origin kind of sucked. The whole okay, I'll just say liked it, didn't love it. Watched it in theaters. It's a fine movie. It's just not top tier Marvel, but it's fine. The villain sucks.
It's still better than like most movies.
Yeah, yeah,
So
but
like it's worth seeing
yeah, of course.
at the very least.
But
Which is just what Marvel does.
yeah, villain sucked. The story didn't really seem like what it was going. The character didn't seem like herself. Didn't really seem like what the hell she knew what she wanted to do. Like, am I just stoic and nothing's funny to me, or am I just a goofy character? It was kind of I don't know. It
I
didn't.
think
It
it's more
didn't.
she was just snarky sometimes.
It didn't mesh well with me. With that, I love Nick. I love Nick Fury in it. It was good seeing Sam Jackson in a different perspective of playing Nick Fury. Yeah, I could go into spoilers and talk about what I didn't like, because there's a lot of cons of why I didn't like it.
Sure, it's been a while.
Okay, true. It's been like 5 years. Spoiler for Captain Marvel starting now. I thought the Jude Law and that shit was coming from a mile away, but even still was pretty bad. Very poorly executed with that.
It was predictable, I agree.
It was poorly executed. It's just the only good twist that they've done with that was Michael Keaton in Spider-Man Homecoming was like, "Oh shit, it's a girl, it's his girlfriend's dad." Like, damn.
Yeah.
That was about it. It hasn't really worked, and I don't know. I didn't like it, and the fucking literally their boss was a computer. Supreme Intelligence is what they called her, or it.
Yeah.
It just took on the role of Annette Bening. I liked how Marvel was Annette Bening's character. I thought that was neat. I like the whole Tesseract.
Nerds were pissed.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck you. You dweebs. It's comics.
Yeah.
Get over it. I'm a dweeb. We're Dweeb Queens, and we don't give a shit. It's cool. It's 2019. Get over it. I like the Tesseract kind of reveal that the core of how she got her powers was from the Tesseract, so that just means you could basically just get any power from either Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
Essentially what it is. Damn, I don't want to get that Power Stone. You kidding me? Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You can probably
You
wreck shop.
shit.
Yeah, you can wreck shop with that one. Yeah, just the villains of a movie. Ronan didn't need to be in it even a little bit.
No.
His thing was so stupid. They were like talking about it, like, yeah, Ronan and Cyborg sidekick is gonna be in it, and they were hardly even in it. They could have just cut them out entirely, and I wouldn't have cared.
I was okay with, whatever that dude's name is.
Yeah.
Jaimin Hansu's
I
character.
love, yeah, great actor though.
I was okay with that. Ronan definitely was shoehorned.
Yeah, because at the end of the movie, they made it seem like he's like, we're coming back for the girl. It's like, I feel like you're not. I feel like you're done. And it's okay. It's okay, sweetie.
Do you have anything positive to say?
Yeah.
Negative.
She was
bitch.
Oh, I can go into more negatives about it too. Positive. I was a little upset about the scroll thing because the scrolls are so cool and it can be evil. But I really love Ben Mendelsohn, and I really didn't want to see
so
him.
good.
I just I want to see him come back and be such a sweetheart. It's like, you're my science guy. Like, what the hell? Also, the prosthetics.
That's not to say some scrolls are bad.
That's true.
Like, there are a bunch of scrolls out in the universe, they said.
It's like humans. A lot of humans are good. A lot of them are really bad. So
yeah.
Okay, I guess that's true. I just love Ben Mendelsohn playing the villain. He's just.
I thought the twist worked.
With the scrolls.
Yeah.
I was just only a little disappointed that they weren't like such the big threat like I thought they were gonna be. But I still liked it because I was like, oh, they have families and shit like that. They're.
It was very unexpected because scrolls are like always bad and everything else.
That's why I liked it. I was like, oh, and plus Ben Mendelsohn made such a charming character that I was like, yeah,
He was so good.
I'm totally fine with him being a good guy. The cat, Goose, was cool. I liked that whole thing of how the Skrulls were terrified of this. What do they call it? A flurkin. I will say a lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was funny. That's how Nick Fury lost his eye, was through a cat scratch. I thought that was really funny. I was like, fuck. I was like, that's what happened.
Yeah.
I'm
And
like,
he won't tell anybody, so like these crazy stories are going, and
I love it.
I liked it.
I think that's really funny. What else?
The movie was pretty jumbled.
Yeah, I feel like it didn't really know what it was trying to go for. And they dampened this Captain Marvel's powers, and at the end she's just like, punch ship, punch ship, punch ship, punch ship, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that's.
That was so cool though.
Cool. It was really cool. I thought that was super dope. That was my favorite. That was my favorite part.
Once her eyes opened and.
Yeah, that was my favorite part of the movie. I was like, fuck yeah, let's go, Superman of this universe. Like, let's get it. Yeah, it's just the whole Supreme Intelligence Kree thing was just so. I don't know. It was just boring because it just seemed like she was just going on this hunt for Pegasus or whatever, and then that was it, and it really didn't do a whole lot.
Right.
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
I liked how it just kind of like threw you in, like here's all this crazy alien shit, and you're on this world with like no fucking setup. I was just like on board,
Yeah,
like for this like crazy ride. I
oh,
kind of appreciated that instead of like them trying to like ease you in to it,
but her back thing was
and
just
not.
so jumbled, too. It just was like
Yes,
only this one thing. I thought it was gonna be her in the Air Force and being a badass. It really wasn't.
I agree. It was jumbled. I liked that it wasn't told the same exact way we've seen a ton of times, but yeah, it they could have done it better
Yeah, I don't know.
in just ordering everything. Um, I I got goosebumps when she was doing the like stand up thing after
That was
falling
cool.
down.
I really liked that. I thought that was super dope. I was like, yeah. I was like, fucking get
Oh,
him,
yeah, I
man.
was fucking hyped right there.
Yeah, that was cool. The mute. Oh my god! I will say the biggest thing was that fucking "I'm just a girl." It had it. It's just so. Even Kalia, I watched it with her. She's like, that just feels like they're just throwing it too much at your face, and I'm just like, she's a woman,
It
obviously.
was very on the nose.
She is a woman, and she's a badass. You don't need to. You don't need to. I'm just a man, and I like to punch things.
It
Drink
felt
beer.
like a throwback to the '90s shit, like to a '90s action movie,
And
where it was like all on the nose, and I was down with it.
really, I I hated it. I hated it, which is such a letdown. I was like, yeah, '90s music, fuck yeah, and then it just made no sense. It made no sense to me.
Well, it's such a '90s action movie thing that I was down.
A lot of '90s action movies are really good. They're some are really good, and some are pretty mediocre, which is what this movie was to me.
Mediocre, huh?
Yeah, I liked it though.
Well, then it's not mediocre.
It's a step above mediocre. Which
Okay.
is it? It's to say that she isn't a. I will be. I'm still super excited for sequels. I'm excited to see her to take head in Avengers. Like that's super exciting to me. Um,
I think the main goal of the movie was to make you excited to see her more, and for me, it absolutely did that.
it. You know what? I would have been fine if they would have just threw her in Avengers, and then they're like, and then her next movie is Captain Marvel, and they just tell her whole thing from there. That would have been fine. They just do a Civil War with
I don't
Black
think the
Panther,
movie would have worked any better.
or they did it with Black Panther.
Yeah, that's a better movie.
Yeah, I'm not saying. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
It wouldn't have changed the actual movie at all. Like if they had done Spider-Man: Homecoming before Civil War, it wouldn't make sense for Iron Man to be so involved. You know.
Yeah, but fuck, this wasabi's like burning my mouth. Am I clearing my whole nose? Oh, better. Yeah, but that would had a different thing of having Iron Man like be in it heavily. This could have been fine with or without being. It could have been fine after Avengers: Infinity War. I think. Be like she's an all-powerful badass.
That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't have made a difference.
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know. It just a lot of issues. The whole Nirvana thing didn't make sense to me either. Cuz I'm like, how would she know what the music is? Cuz she hasn't been around. And by time-wise she would have left in 1989. She wouldn't even really know the 90s. I don't know. There's some errors, which is fine, though some of them do, but there's just a lot of there's some bad writing, and some of the jokes sucked. They sucked. It was not that funny.
Like which ones?
Um I thought the one joke where she was like, "Oh, because you're not beautiful," and then the one guy is like, "Obviously, you're quite handsome." He's like, "Thank you." So I'm like, that was funny. Just
That was you're objectively good looking or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, and he's like, "Why, thank you," and I'm like, that was funny. Some of the Captain Marvel, like her, like trying to be snarky, didn't entirely work for me. It's just some of those types of jokes. I can't really think of it because I've only seen it once, and if I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'm gonna go out to the movie theater to watch it again. I liked it. I might watch it just with my dad before we watch Endgame. That's really about it. I don't know. It just wasn't my favorite. It's not one I'd watch over and over and over again. But I'd watch it again as soon as Disney Plus happens. I'd probably watch it to like watch the other movies, but it seemed like a weird blend of two movies trying to like mash it out. Not as bad as Justice League, but still had quite a bit of issues.
Go watch Alita Battle Angel instead. That's what we're saying.
That's the better movie, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I pit two women against each other. One woman would kick Captain Marvel's ass.
How would you compare those two?
I don't, because they're two fucking way different movies.
Just quality wise.
Quality wise, Wonder Woman.
No, Alita versus.
Oh, Alita versus Captain Marvel. Whew. Visual wise, Alita was great. Fuck. Captain Marvel just above Alita because Alita was still stupid, but still some of you know some Marvel movies have some bad visuals, which kind of doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? Like her falling into the blockbuster. It kind of looked a little bad, just a little.
I thought all the CGI was really good in this, and especially the de-aging and shit.
Oh yeah, de-aging. Marvel has no issues with that. They're great at doing that shit. Coulson looked great.
Seamless in this movie.
I wanted more Coulson. I was kind of upset that I didn't.
Yeah.
But, oh, whatever. But
94% of the audience liked Alita.
Who? What? 94? The fuck?
You know that shit was review bombed, just like Captain Marvel was.
Yeah, Captain Marvel, I'd give it...
There's a weird push for Alita.
Really?
By, like, the toxic nerds who hate Brie Larson because she, quote, hates white men, which she never said.
Read the fucking article. Holy shit.
Find me that quote, you fucking nerds.
Yeah.
Find me that quote where she said she hates white men.
I hate...
Not once.
Reading the reviews for that really pissed me off because I knew someone that was like, well, I'm obviously not going to watch it because she said this about my race. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Every comment section.
Like, you are what's wrong with the world.
She wants more diversity in reviewers. That's what she said.
What are you trying to say about me, Andy, huh? What are you trying to say?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh,
you're half minority.
I got a beer. No, those fucking nerds annoy the shit out of me. It's like, Black Panthers, no the agenda. They're just trying to push their black agenda on me, and I'm like, dude, you need to calm the fuck down.
I love that Black Panther made over $1 billion, and Captain Marvel is going to pass $1 billion.
Yeah. Good. Good.
You know, Ant-Man and the Wasp didn't do like super well.
Yeah.
It's the ones that they're pushing back the most on.
Yeah, that
is making the most money.
These people should be banned from watching these movies. And some of the reviews for Shazam, it's like, well, obviously we got the better Captain Marvel movie, and I'm like, you're not allowed to watch superhero movies anymore. You're done. You're cut off. Until you learn to have some manners and respect.
Enjoy more than one thing.
No. One has white man, and I need to support white man. You freaking crazy? God. Yeah, these...
Aquaman, he was a minority too.
Yeah. Like... He's a brown man.
That made over $1 billion. I love that these movies are
Huh?
You know,
You're
I
telling me
don't like
diverse?
love Captain Marvel, but I love that it's making as much money as it
Yeah,
is.
I don't love the movie, and I like it. I'm glad it's taking
Yeah.
all the money. And it's like the picture I saw with Brie Larson with the little girl. I was like, "Aw, yeah, like fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Hmm.
Like that's what it should do." But God, these fucking nerds need to. Ugh. They make me so angry. They make me They trigger me of how stupid
Me
and
too.
ignorant all these are. I'm sorry. You want to watch Wonder Woman 1984? Are you a white male? Get out. Sorry. Like, no, you dumb dipshit. It's not what they said. Well, I can't. I won't watch Captain Marvel, but I have to watch Endgame, so it's just whatever.
Yeah.
But I'll
I
close my
guess.
eyes every time she's on scene.
Yeah,
It's like you're so dumb. You are
if I
such a.
have
I
to.
know you're such a dipshit.
There are more important things to worry about, dog.
I know.
Like, just enjoy movies.
I
That's
know.
it.
It's so, it's so dumb. You people are dumb. If I hope someone's out there listening to this who did that, you just know you're dumb. Boom. Put a fire.
I
title card right
especially
there.
love the nerds, the toxic nerds who are saying like Brie Larson isn't good looking
What?
after all this shit. Like,
Are you blind?
she's a fucking 10. I
Are you-
don't even care.
Are you
Like,
blind? What the hell?
but since she hates white men, she's 3 out of 10.
Yeah, can't. Honestly,
Almost too pointy.
It's
She's
like,
got a flat ass.
you tell God, you're telling me if she didn't come up to you and wanted to just give you just a quick little kiss, you wouldn't do it. Go fuck yourself. You're such a liar. You're such a liar.
She is gorgeous.
And you know most of these people that are typing are really heavily overweight and
Oh,
a
yeah.
little balding a little bit.
Not the prime specimens
No.
of society.
I would never fuck her. And
I
it's
never
like,
grace her with my penis.
I know. It's like,
Okay.
you must be quite the looker, buddy. It's like, damn. Maybe we should be.
What a catch.
Oh,
Be
God.
posting on r/the Donald.
It's like, man, now they're just hiring James Gunn back. And I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
good boy. Oh, yeah. Did we even talk about that?
No, we didn't.
Oh, yeah. I'm super happy. Fuck yeah. I'm very glad.
Victory.
I'm glad Disney learned their lesson. It's like, maybe we don't want, directors don't want to do this movie. They all very much respect James. The actors, Dave Bautista doesn't want to come back. That's very bad. Maybe we should give it back to him. And then it's like DC gets him for Suicide Squad too. And the more I hear about it, it's like Idris Elba's probably gonna take over as Deadshot. I'm like, hell yeah. And it's all these crazy characters that you never expect. I'm like, he could do it right. They're like, get him back.
It's really the best possible scenario. 'Cause
It really
we're
is.
gonna get a good Suicide Squad movie.
And then a
we're
great
gonna
Guardians
get
movie.
Guardians 3 by James Gunn.
He's gonna finish this trilogy that he wanted to, and you're gonna get more dope songs. I couldn't think of anybody else I could do that franchise better than he can.
No. And I'm glad every other director like stood up for him and like didn't take it over.
My favorite tweet from Tiger is like, "Wait, I'm not doing it." I'm like, that's because the rumor was like Taika Waititi in talks to direct Guardians 3. He's like, no, I would.
Speaking
never.
of, he's playing IG-88, and I'm
I
super
know.
excited about
I
it.
am fucking stoked, man.
Mandalorian's gonna be so good.
I know. Damn it. That's just, man.
Pedro Pascal. I just watched Triple Threat, and he was great in it.
What'd you think of Triple Threat? I'm about to watch
Frontier. Sorry, not
Triple Threat.
That's
He is a triple threat. What did you think of that movie? I haven't watched it yet. It's been on my list.
I liked it.
Yeah,
good.
I'd imagine it's not like fucking Oscar worthy, but it'd just
One
be
of the best Netflix movies.
That's good. It's the director of if I remember right, it's that Oscar Isaac, Jessica Chastain movie produced by A24.
You are correct. Most Violent Year.
The Most Violent Year, which is a really great movie.
Mm-hmm. It was very enjoyable. Ben Affleck was really good. Everybody other than Charlie Hunnam, who I'm not.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. We all knew who that one. We all know that 1 week one.
His accent slipped pretty much the whole movie, which
That's
was
good.
a little distracting.
That's good.
Oscar Isaac, I'd kiss him on the mouth.
Easily.
Ben Affleck looks like he's doing better. He's
That's
not
good.
red and puffy.
What? That's the only type of Ben Affleck that I know.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal's great as usual. Who's the other guy? The Tron Legacy guy.
Oh,
he was good.
Jeff Bridges.
Yeah. Garrett Hedlund. He wasn't memorable, but he was fine.
Okay.
You
know who you're there for. You know who you're there for. Let's be honest.
It was a good mix of a bunch of different things. Like it was a heist movie, it was like a survival movie.
That sounds awesome.
Cartel shit. It was very enjoyable. Not the best thing I've seen, but
but would you watch it again if someone put it on?
Probably.
Okay, yeah. That's good. It's like a movie I'd probably watch with my dad. He'd probably have a good time with it. I'd watch it by myself. I'd watch it. The trailer for it looked really good.
Mm-hmm. As far as
did he have the Phoenix tattoo on his back in that movie?
I don't think he took his shirt off.
What?
In the actual movie.
Damn. The hell?
Because there were those paparazzi pictures of them on the beach or something.
Yeah.
There was one beach scene, but nobody took their shirts off.
I thought for sure it was for the movie, and then he just came out and he's like, "No, it's real." And I'm like, "Good God, good."
I remember him saying it was real.
Oh man,
it's not good.
No,
not a good one.
You know what? He was Batman. You know, he could do what he wants. He can go good now. He's lived a good life. We just got.
We went on kind of a tangent.
We did. Where did we even go? I feel like that's where most of our man
to Taika Waititi to IG-88 to the Mandalorian.
We should
Pedro Pascal,
dude. We need to just rename this podcast to the Tangent because we do that a lot. Which is it's fine. We go into different things.
We're natural. We're structured.
Exactly. Man. But when does the Mandalorian? When does Disney Plus come out? First of all, is it supposed to be this year?
I don't know. I'm gonna be a day one.
Oh, of course.
Because every single movie is gonna be on there.
Every Disney movie, which most of them I haven't seen, so this finally gives me the chance to watch them all.
Speaking of, did you watch that last Aladdin trailer?
I did.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. I was like, yeah, this is the movie I want to watch. Yeah.
I don't know what
why didn't you just wait? You could have waited.
Yeah.
Oh man. Ready? You ready for this? Cracking a cold one? Ooh.
Wow.
And that's pre-coming.
Disney Plus release.
Yeah, but Will Smith, I was more on board with his genie in that trailer. I was like, okay. I was like, here we go. And then the kid that played Aladdin, I was like, yeah.
Jafar still's got a weenie voice.
He does, whatever. But he could be cool. Or we still have time.
You haven't seen the original yet, right?
Of Aladdin, I don't believe I have. I just know this song. I can wait. Is it? No, I can show you the world. A whole new world.
There you go.
If you can see it in your eyes. That's all I know.
Disney Plus is gonna cost below what Netflix does.
Really?
That's interesting. That's what Bob Iger said.
You know what? That's super awesome. Because they're gonna have a lot of good original. Yeah. I think they're
$15 a month.
They're going to do the What If TV show, I guess, where it's animated, which is exciting. They're going to do the Scarlet Witch and Vision show, Bucky and Falcon, Loki. And I'm like, those will be some real good-looking shows.
Mandalorian.
Fuck, I forgot about that. They're doing the Clone Wars.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Mandalorian's my number one reason to buy it, I think. But
yeah, because I'll give it to you. That is
just
that's
all of the people involved. Like Jon Favreau, Rick Famuyiwa,
yeah,
Taika, everybody.
Yeah,
I'm down.
I'm excited. I just want that Lion King movie by Jon Favreau to come out. Fuck.
Yeah.
I want that soundtrack now.
I know.
Right.
I just want to hear Donald Glover and Beyonce.
I don't even care. I'll listen to it before I go see the movie. I don't give a shit. It's not like I'm gonna be ruined by it. I've already listened to this
no spoilers.
Before. Yeah, it'll just be the same song.
Just died.
It'll just.
I just watched that movie the other day.
Holds up. Still
in
sad.
4K.
Good job. I just watched Widows.
That was good.
It was good. It was
not great.
No, but I liked it. Liam Neeson can't be racist because he made out with Viola Davis, but you see how far he stuck his tongue down her throat?
It was going pretty hard.
Ready? I'm about to hit the keyboard and it's going to go boom. Boom.
Who said that? Who was talking about?
It was Michelle Rodriguez.
That's right.
It's quite a thing you said there, Michelle. Man, Liam. You know what? I'll say it. He was young and stupid. Okay, he was young. He was stupid.
I don't think he's a bad guy. I don't think he should have talked about it.
No, and I understood why. He was just like, and then people were giving him such shit. I'm like, you know what? He did a stupid fucking thing when he was that young, and it was very bad and immoral of him. But you could redeem yourself, and he for sure has. I know he has.
He can grow as a person.
It's like the whole James Gunn thing and the whole Kevin Hart thing, which was like, oh, Kevin Hart's a homophobe. But it's like, dude, I've apologized for this. And I was super young when I was doing that, trying to get like ahead in comedy, which was that was the thing back then, was to be homophobic. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. That was the way to do it. Edgy. Yeah. Which, it's whatever. It's comedy. And his thing is very different, but you learn and grow from it.
It was comedy when he talked about going out with a club
and trying to kill an innocent black person.
The first black person to start some shit.
Yeah, that was. Oof. Yeah, it's a little bad. I get it. Like you grew and evolved, because then he was like, it was stupid. He's like, I was a dumbass. Like why was I thinking that? Like I should have known better, and now I'm learning, and I'm like.
Yeah, he brought it up as like regretful. So
yeah, and it's whatever. Maybe people will get over it in time. Maybe he'll do a video on YouTube where he plays his character from Taken. He's like, "You want me back? Because I will find you." And
that always goes over well.
Oh, Kevin. Oh.
Speaking of child abuse, have you watched any of the Michael Jackson?
I did.
Documentary.
That motherfucker is guilty. He is guilty. I'm so sorry.
Pretty irrefutable.
I hate to say it because I love Michael Jackson. I loved him, but dude, what a terrible.
I can't listen to his music like
anymore.
Sometimes you can try to like
separate the art from the person. It's a little hard.
That's all I can think about.
Yeah, it's
is because he did it so much, and what he did was so disgusting.
Yeah, it's bad. I'm like it'll take some time for me to listen to his music, and even then I don't know if I'll be able to. It's just because, dude, he split up a family for fuck's sake, and then that dad committed suicide, and
that wasn't even like an isolated incident. Like that was his MO. And then, that's what he did.
That's man, that's so damn it. It's so unfortunate too. No.
That was so rough to get through. But there were times where I was just like in a fucking ball, like
then it showed that thing where he's like, well, if he's the interviewer that's asking this question, I feel bad for laughing, but it's so fucking crazy, where he was like, well, if you love me, literally, the kid's like, well, he said, like, you can come lay down with me in my bed. And it's like, I don't know. Like, it was from the number one kid. I can't remember his name right now, but he's like, well, if you love me, you'll lay down with me. And he's like, okay, fine. Like, cause you love him. And then whatever. And then the interviewer is like, So you don't make these kids sleep in the bed with you. He's like, no, they all go into it by themselves willingly. I'm like, dude, he literally you just said that like 30 seconds ago.
Regardless, it's not okay.
No.
To let your
Why would you ever let your son live in a house with an adult man where you know something's gonna...
Those mothers were the villains.
They were
in those documentaries.
Oh yeah, they're the worst people.
How do you let that shit happen?
Yeah.
And like one of the things that like made it seem so real to me is like, why would those women go on record and say all that shit? Because they look the worst.
They do.
Like, they're the only living people that look the worst in this situation. Yeah. So like, they're not gaining anything.
Like my mom did some pretty shitty. Yeah, my dad did some pretty. My mom did some pretty shitty stuff to me. But she would never would be like, I'm just gonna sell my son to sleep with this adult man in his house.
Yeah.
For a year, and he's not going to school.
So
I'm like,
crazy.
What? Oh God, Michael. Now, oh man, it's just that's hard. It's real difficult. It's a real shame. That's like one of the only ones that I'm like. Because I'm like, Kevin Spacey, great actor, but it's like, yeah, piece of shit. But Michael Jackson was the king of pop. From, like, even when he was in the Jackson 5, you're like, yeah, the Jackson 5, and you go all the way to the day that he died. Like, great, pumped out, great music, great performer. But then you realize he was a terrible person.
It's also like, they're absolutely both shitty people, but it's like different degrees.
Yeah.
Like Michael Jackson, like for years and years and years did this shit to a ton of kids. You know.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey's despicable also, but Michael Jackson's just like.
Well, he was gay,
next
so
level.
You know.
Oh,
he's acquitted.
Well, he's exonerated.
If you gay, you acquitted. Those are the rules. I don't make them up. That's
the OJ case, right?
Yeah. And his attorney, his representative, which got him acquitted the first time, was the same dude who represented OJ. I'm like, dude, come on.
You need some fucking morals, dog.
Fuck, like that's. Oh man, it's so bad.
Not the money.
Yeah, speaking on that case of that with celebrities that are in some shit, the R. Kelly interview was my favorite meme to come out the whole like past couple of weeks. Holy shit. Y'all killing me with this shit. Y'all trying to fucking kill me. I'm trying to build a relationship with my kids.
What's going through his mind?
Oh, him, because he knows he's guilty, and he just is like, I'm gonna play it up.
Like, give this a try. This is gonna help out me freaking out.
What a man! He's a terrible artist. Holy shit! He has 3 hits. So I always remember "Trapped in the Closet," of that being the thing of South Park and Weird Al parodying it, and I was like, oh yeah, it's that thing that I never watched. I watched all 23 chapters plus 4 epilogues. Holy fuck! Those should be classified as comedies because those are so stupidly bad. There is one where he's putting on an impression of a obese Southern woman. Honey, he's up the stairs. And it's just like, oh, boy. He says, move. She says, no. He says, move. She says, no. He says, bitch, move. She moves. I'm like, oh, my God. It's so bad. And... Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Have you heard that song?
No.
Getting it. Hold on. I have a fucking treat to show you, my friend. This is all from I've been going on a H3 podcast binge, and they talk about this song almost every week because it's so bad. It is so bad. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Dude, it's bad. Like, do you have your passport? Do you have your shots? He's like, it's in Ethiopia. Okay, all right. I'm gonna link you this video and we'll just watch it together. It's the absolute best treat. Holy fuck. It's my favorite thing. All right.
I am ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
I got it. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you
What
like
the
to
fuck?
come back with Rob to America? America. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots?
It's so
Girl, would you like to come back with Rob
rough to America. America.
So what would be worse if he's improvising this or if he wrote this out and planned it?
He has to. He wrote this. He wrote this cuz look, you can't fake that. America, America. Oh my god.
And he sucks.
He's the
It's like as
worst.
a human.
He does, and as a performer, holy shit. Do you have your passport? Do you have your shots? Do you wanna come with me to America with Rob? Yeah, dude, Rob R. Kelly is
Robert Kelly.
so crazy. It's ridiculous.
And a garbage human being, also.
Oh yeah, easily. And then people
He
forget
banged a few 14-year-olds.
he married a 15-year-old,
Yeah.
and she died mysteriously. And there's no, come on, guys. He had reports of peeing on an underage girl and recording it. Married
There
a
was
15-year-old and she died.
video footage of him.
Hey, he's acquitted now. All right, back off.
So
Fucking
crazy.
soy boy. It's astounding, really.
Just astounding.
He's so bad. A lot of shit going on in the world. It's all going.
There sure is.
It's a weird, funny, fucked up world out there. Let me just.
Sometimes funny.
Sometimes funny. Sometimes bad. Like, is The Walking Dead still going on?
That would be a travesty.
That's
If it is.
still.
Yep, it's trending #1 on
Ugh,
Twitter.
man.
So is Negan.
Oh, I was like, who? But I can't remember his name right now. He played Thomas Wayne in Batman v Superman. I remember that. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. There we go. Arrow's going off the air next year. That's
No.
no. It's exciting. It's exciting times. Supernatural's finally going off the air after like season 15, which that's a great run. But I stopped watching after season like 6 to 7 because I was like, you really just can't go anywhere from here. It just makes no sense. But
I don't think shows should go on for much longer than that.
no, I feel like 3 seasons is like a pretty good like thing. Actually, you know what?
Breaking Bad 6.
No, it's only 5. I say go 5. 5 is a good thing. Even though, Game of Thrones going on season 8, final season, and I've loved every season of that. There hasn't been like one where I'm like,
I mean, that's your thing.
it is my thing. Oh, is it not your thing?
You know,
It's okay, you hate women.
I like that people like it. Just ain't for me.
What? You're the people's people.
Have fun out there, kids.
Oh wow, Andy, I didn't know I needed your
Your Game of
permission.
Thrones and your Lord of the Rings.
That's right. I forgot about you and Lord of the Rings.
I've watched 2 of them.
Still hurts my heart. Still hurts
and
my heart.
the middle Hobbit one.
Did you not watch that one movie, that one video by Nerdwriter about Gandalf? Ian McKellen's acting.
I haven't watched that one yet.
Ooh, so good. Makes you
I
want
like
to.
Nerdwriter.
It makes you want to rewatch Lord of the Rings, even though you've only watched 2 of them. Makes you maybe
I'm
make
gonna
you
watch the third one.
watch the third one and finish the
I
trilogy.
just need to fucking plan a whole day around it. Jesus Christ,
you
they're
watched
so
the.
long.
You just said you watched the fucking shitty French movie from 2000.
Yeah, it was on my movie poster list.
Put Lord of the Rings up there.
It is on there. I'm doing it randomly. I have like a list of it, or I'll put it into a website where it chooses one randomly. So I'm not like just picking all the shit that I like have seen or want to see.
Okay.
You know, because there's like fucking Dark Knight and Fight Club and shit on there, and then there are like
Ooh.
fucking Bollywood movies. I did. So I got 2 Bollywood movies back to back. I fucking hated both of them. They were terrible.
What?
Uh,
Racist.
I've seen a few French movies that I really like. I have never watched a movie from India that I've liked.
Well.
So.
It's called Slumdog Millionaire.
That's right. Danny Boyle is a very famous Indian man.
You've seen that movie, right?
I actually haven't.
What? Oh my god, I feel like I'm the only one out of literally everybody I've talked to. I mean, if I go on the internet and be like, who's seen it? Me, which I understand because it won an Oscar. I think. Not positive, don't quote me on that. I watched it as a kid with my sister and my dad. I love that movie, and they have like an ending dance like number, and I fucking love it. I can listen to that song on repeat every day.
Like Bollywood style.
Yeah. Aisha, Yep. It's called Jai Ho.
Literally, Jai Ho.
Jai Ho. Banger.
It's the jam. There was literally a 3-hour and 45-minute long movie about cricket in like 1800s India with extensive singing and dancing scenes.
Why do you do this to yourself?
The fucking list did it to me.
What list? What list is this?
You haven't seen the thing that I got? My mom got me like a poster.
Oh, no, that's right. You did.
Has
tell me
100
about that.
movies, you scratch them off. There are a lot of great ones on there. I watched Shawshank Redemption the other day. It was fucking great.
Yes, it is.
But there are some not great ones.
Some real
like
stoinkers.
that one. Fuck, what was it called? It had Quentin Lance in it.
Oh, Dumb and Dumber 2.
That's right.
That's the one you're talking about.
What was it called?
Honestly, I couldn't help you. I don't know.
I had to break it up over like 3 days.
Jeez.
It was so hard to get through. Lagan. Lagaan.
Let me look this up real quick. Let me look this up.
Starring Paul Blackthorne.
It's on Netflix.
Sure was. So was another garbage Bollywood movie called Bahubali.
It's so weird that just Paul Blackthorne is just there. I don't know.
It is weird.
That is very weird. What are you talking about? It was a terrible movie. 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, buddy.
They're incorrect.
How dare you.
I gotta watch Titanic next.
Oh, that's a real depressing movie.
I haven't watched it in a while.
It makes me.
Kate Winslet titty.
Ooh, that's the best type of titty.
Those were the first titties I ever saw.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember my first
in
I
a
ever saw.
PG movie.
That's how they got you. That's how they get you.
I know I was like grossed out and covered my eyes though.
Did you cover your eyes on your own like
yeah, I was all like
your own free
embarrassed
will?
because I was watching it with my mom.
Really? Oh my god, my mom and dad would always put on a rated R movie and then just be like, they put their hands over my eyes like, cover your eyes. I'm like, why the fuck are we watching this then? If you're gonna rob me of beauty and life.
I watched fucking 300 with my dad when I was a kid, like the year it came out, I think.
Yeah.
And sex scenes and stuff gotta cover my eyes, but all of the crazy graphic violence.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
fine. Yeah, that's fine. That just goes to show.
2006, yeah, I was like 10.
My grandma, when I went to go visit her in Oregon, she's like, "Oh, have you seen Wind River?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I love that movie." I was like, "It's a great movie," and I'm like, "I'm really glad we didn't watch that movie together because rape scene in it." And let me tell you, watching a rape scene with anybody is just bad.
Yeah.
Like
that scene was so fucking brutal.
That was, oh god, it still gives me chills just how uncomfortable it is.
I can't watch that movie because of that scene.
It's
Like,
a great movie. It's a one and done.
Fantastic.
It's a one and done.
One of the best of whatever 2017.
Yeah,
I think. But yeah,
man, that movie was so
brutal.
good. Man, what's Sean Bernthal or John Bernthal? John Bernthal. That dude's a great actor. I feel like he should just get more recognition for stuff. He's always like in the back, like always like the background player for these big movies and stuff. And he's so good. I mean, I get it why he had The Punisher, because he was a great actor. Which I don't know if we talked about the last time, but officially rest in peace to the Marvel Netflix thing.
Yeah.
Cinematic universe, I guess is what you'd call it. That's officially done. They're selling the props now. It's done for. It's not going to be for a while till you get to see him back, or they're just going to reboot it with other people.
They've been good about continuity and stuff with the MCU. I doubt they've recast.
Ever heard of Edward Norton
What a loss.
or Terrence Howard?
Ed Norton. Yeah, what a loss. We definitely traded up in both of those situations.
It really did, man.
Ed Norton is a fantastic actor, but
Oh yeah, just I would. It's such a shame that he's such a dick in real life. Makes me real sad. Makes me really sad when
Mark
anybody
Ruffalo is like the nicest human in the world.
You know what? You want to hear another con about Captain Marvel? Is that when I look at Jude Law's face, I just feel safe and warm.
He's great.
I feel protected.
He's really good in Vox Lux.
Still haven't seen it. It's on next. I either might watch it tomorrow or I might pump out Kingdom Hearts 3 and just fucking finish it already. I've been putting it off since literally a month now.
The ending's the best part of that game. So
I'm on Big Hero 6 world.
Fucking
right now.
everything happens. Like
Good.
Everything gets tied up.
Are you telling me I don't get to watch the same movie that I've seen before? Just like, oh, Sora, Donald, Goofy. Holy fuck.
It gets pretty wild. Like every single character is in the ending.
That Pirates of the Caribbean thing where I just watched the same scene from Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. Oh my god. Just...
It looked cool.
It looked beautiful, but holy shit, what's the point? I understood the other games because it was just like little like references like while you're in the movie and stuff, and it wouldn't like fully do the movie over again.
Some of them they did.
Some of them they did, but
Frozen.
No, I'm talking about in the previous games.
Okay.
Like 1 and 2. 3 just does it almost every single world, it seems like. Frozen, Tangled, Toy Story was an original.
Kingdom Hearts 2, it was always the first visit was like replaying the movie.
I guess that's true.
It was always the second visit where like organization people showed up that it was way better.
Yeah. Yeah, that's because I'm like, that's the only exciting part of this fucking game. It was just like, come on, like let's just resolve this whole thing. Like I just want it to be done. I'm on Big Hero 6 World. I know I have this one and then the Keyblade Graveyard and then I'm done.
Yeah.
Is from what I've been told. So I'm real excited to beat it. I beat Resident Evil 2 in the span of like a week. Both campaigns. That just goes to show there are good games out there. And if I don't beat a game in the first like week or two, that means I don't enjoy it that much. which is a real shame.
Resident Evil 2 is a lot easier to digest. Also, like it's
Yeah.
way shorter.
I want to get that Sekiro game, but at the same time, I don't because I've never
It's
played
a
Bloodborne
fucking
or Dark Souls.
From Software game, so
So
you're still gonna get your nuts stomped.
that's the only issue, is that then I'll just never beat it, and then I'll always have that guilt in the back of my head that I never beat it,
Yeah.
and I don't have time for that. If I just beat Kingdom Hearts 3, I don't have to play any other video games until I want to say I don't think I'm going to get Days Gone. I don't know. I'll have to wait till more of that game comes
I
out.
don't give a shit about that game.
It just doesn't look that great to me. It's just like a zombie bear.
What
It's like-
about Assassin's Creed 3 remaster?
Oh, I might.
That's 5 days.
I might. I still want to get Odyssey. They're just putting it on sale, so I'm like, I might as well just fucking buy it
It's
at
been
this
super
point.
cheap. It's definitely worth $20. I platinumed it.
Wow.
It's a little too like bloated. Like there's just like too much shit in it.
Okay.
But
See,
if
that's
you
what
just kind of mainline the story and stuff, it's not bad.
See, that's what's kind of put me off about it, is that it's so big like that, when Assassin's Creed was just like kind of simple to the point, still open world, but not like an RPG too much, where it's
Yeah.
like, and you gotta wear this armor to do this, and then have this, do this. It would have that, but like in different ways.
It's a much different feeling game.
Mm-hmm.
Where you like, some people are like, they'll take 50 hits with a sword.
Yeah.
And, like, it's way more of an RPG. And you gotta like grind sometimes to be leveled properly, and so that's kind of frustrating. Like,
Yeah.
I liked in the original Assassin's Creeds where like I could stealth through any fortress and like one stab
Yeah.
behind a guy's back, then he's dead. Like,
Yeah. Which I loved. I thought it was super cool.
it makes you feel good and sneaky when you stab somebody and it takes like a quarter of their health. And Odyssey, it's kind of frustrating, but
Yeah.
it's worth $20.
Okay. That gets me excited. At
And,
least.
the DLC wasn't great, but
Oh.
I bought the season pass on sale, which
Mhm.
was $25, and
Wow.
Assassin's Creed 3 remastered by itself is $40.
Oh,
So, like, I basically just
you
got-
saved money.
Assassin's Creed 3 remastered for $25 plus all the DLC for Odyssey. So
That's super cool. Damn,
I
you hit a bargain.
I most definitely pay more for Assassin's Creed 3 remastered probably because the game's good stuff.
Okay. I also saw
I'm excited to play it again.
that a little boy named Andy got a Nintendo Switch.
Sure did.
Oh, moving up.
Treated myself since
Finally.
my garbage car's gone.
I know. It's fine. I know. As soon as I saw that, I was like, wow, he did it. It's finally out of his
Finally.
life. What games have you gone
That's
for
the
it?
problem. I've just been playing Mario.
Mario Odyssey?
Yeah.
It's a good game. Dude, you gotta
I'm
get
sorry,
Breath of the
all the way.
Wild, baby boy.
But I played through it.
Oh, that's right, on
Already.
Kyle's.
So I'm going to buy it again. I'm just not like in a rush
Okay.
because I've played it a lot and I beat it.
You gonna get Smash Bros at all?
I don't know. I don't really like Smash that much.
It's okay. If it makes you feel any better, I got it in December and I haven't unlocked hardly any new characters. It's just
It's not a game you want to play
by yourself.
by yourself.
Especially,
and then
it's like you
when
live.
you play against other people, you're garbage.
Yeah,
So-
I know. I'm like, you guys live an hour away, which
Yeah.
isn't super far, but it's just like making an hour drive when you work and go to school and do all this shit. Kind of difficult. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to get it all so when we all do eventually get together, then it's just like, oh, then there's this thing that's here. That's fun.
Yeah.
Like Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, I was close to beating it, and then I took a break for a while because just kind of got other shit got in the way.
Would you
But
recommend that?
um, if you really love like the old like Fire Red type games, it's just like a remaster
Gen
of it.
1 Pokemon are the
Yeah,
best.
and that's what it is, and it's phenomenal. I love it. I think it's a great game. I'm excited for the new IP of it for, I think it's Sun and Moon, I believe, or Sword and Shield
Yeah.
is what it's called. Sun and Moon was the last one, but
I heard it's pretty like simplified, which I'm kind of okay with.
yeah,
Like
I don't
I'd
need.
rather just kind of casually play it.
Yeah, see, I like some games where it has challenges and stuff like that, but at the same time, I also love games that are just simple and just fun and a good time, like an easy
Yeah.
thing. Because you gotta balance it out every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like Cuphead's coming to Switch. I'll get that for sure. I could probably put some time
Yeah.
into that bitch. Easy.
I never beat it on PC.
I never got on PC. I always wanted to, but I'm like, it'd be the perfect game on Switch, and now it is, and now I'm gonna play it.
Those Joy-Cons are easily throwable.
Yeah,
You toss them into the TV.
it's whatever. It's not like they're super expensive, like price of a video game.
$80 fucking dollars.
It's ridiculous.
Jesus.
Because I only had the gray ones. I want some color, bitch. I want it. I want some green. I want some pink. I want some yellow. I want some red. I want some blue.
Green and pink would be cool.
Yeah,
I got the red and blue.
Yeah, it's
Just because that version came with like a $35
they're
store
more
credit.
switches are more accessible now than when I got mine when it was like
I mean, it's still the same
sold
price.
out. Yeah, but now people aren't on high demand to like
Mm-hmm.
buy them as much because literally they just kept selling out, and I was like, this is my chance. I have to get it, and then just blew all my money on it. They didn't have the color one. I'm like, give me the gray one before it sells out, and I won't get it ever again. Because I knew if I wouldn't have got it then, I probably wouldn't have gotten a Switch.
Yeah.
But now I really
And
glad I
how
have
often do you play it?
it. I played it when we drove to Arizona. Played it in the car.
Yeah, I feel like it would be good for.
Oh, it's good for traveling. Like
traveling.
Kaylee and I are actually going to London and Paris in September.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna be playing some games on that. And always have podcasts ready to go, especially the Dweeb Queens cast. Hello, shameless plug. But yeah, have music, have playlists ready, podcast, download a couple of Netflix movies, some episodes, and bring my Switch. I did that all of Arizona. It was 10 hours there, 10 hours back. So
It's a long drive.
had some time. Oh, it was freaking terrible.
It'll be a longer flight.
At
Europe.
least it's. I don't know. That's not even better. Like at least it's flying. And I'm like, no, you're just stuck.
I think
Literally.
planes are way worse.
Planes are worse because it's like you get there faster, but when you're going across the country, not that fast.
And,
Oh,
like schedule gets all weird with time changes and
I know it's gonna mess me up a little bit. And I'm becoming a little traveling little bee. Arizona, going to Hawaii in July. We're planning on moving to LA in like July to like August. So it's been trying to figure that out. Oh yeah, I have to talk to you about that as soon as we're done recording because I have some shit I have to talk about with you. Some stuff that no one wants to hear. It's about
throw it all out there. What's your social?
512 69. All right. Speaking of socials, this is gonna be a long podcast. I'll split this bitch up. But I went to the Social Security office because I have a credit card and I've had it for about 10 months now. And my mom used my credit and it became really bad. And then my dad and my stepmom got it resolved and then it cleared it all. Except now I've just been stuck on NA for a while now with building no credit after
That's weird.
having 2 apartments from renting. On my 3rd one now. And I still don't have like even a little bit of anything. And so I went to the Social Security office because and when I go to places and I give them my social, they're like, "Are you sure this is it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the right Social Security number." They're like, "Can you bring your card back because it's saying it's not coming up?" And I'm like, that's weird. And so they're like, yeah, I'd go to the Social Security office and like try to figure that out for your credit and like all this stuff. I was like, okay. I wait 2 hours. I get there when they open at like 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. They open at 9, but I had to get up at 8 so I can get there on time. Waited 2 hours. Finally get to the window. I'm like, yes, we're going to figure this out. It's going to be awesome. And then they're like, oh, yeah, we don't know. Yeah, we don't know. I'm like, cool. Is there anyone else I could talk to? Yeah. And they're like, yeah, maybe call a credit bureau, but we don't know. I'm like, I'm really glad I wasted 2 hours to talk to the fucking government just to tell me, yeah, we don't know anything about your thing that's really important for literally everything. Like, sick. Real cool.
That ain't good.
Yeah, I don't know. It's annoying. But what else? We have to. Oh yeah, for Avengers Endgame. Instead of San Francisco, they built a Regal IMAX cinema in Sacramento.
Okay.
Would you rather go to that and like?
Sure.
Yeah, because I'm like, I think that'd just be easier. I mean, San Francisco's
Nick's
cool
there.
and all. Yeah, that is true. We can. Oh, we can see it with Nick. I'll have to text him tonight now. Because I was like, it'll be easier. We don't have to get another hotel room to stay the night in San Francisco, and it'd be cheaper to like even just drive there and drive back, and even then just still hang out with Nick before and afterwards. So yeah, it's a better situation. I was telling about it to Kaylia. I'll text Kyle about it tonight too.
I'm happy as long as it's 2D.
Yeah, I never 3D IMAX. Never. Which, all right, first of all, everyone, 3D is cool and all, but when you have glasses you have to wear to see, throwing another pair of glasses over that doesn't help too much. It sucks. And I'm not a contact little baby boy, because putting stuff in my eye scares me. I don't want to touch my eyeball. It scares me. So, it's just...
It's just easier to have glasses.
Yeah, it is. But dude, like when we watched Avengers Age of Ultron, I didn't know what was going on through most of that movie. Like everything in the background was just so blurry. And I was like, yep, don't know what anything is. So maybe that's what made that movie sort of a letdown with me. But the Regal, it has 2D IMAX.
Also, the movie isn't very good.
That is also true.
When are the tickets coming out?
So they haven't announced it yet, but my little hypothesis is that it'll probably come out tomorrow. I'll say it right now, I'll say tomorrow. March 25th.
Okay.
So I'll have my finger on the trigger ready to go. We got to get the earliest ones, 2D IMAX. I'll send you all the theater one, like to show you which one it is, to spell the right ones, to get the right one and not goof it up like I usually do with buying movie tickets. So I'll send that all to you. And see, Star Wars Land too, opening in May.
Yeah, my mom was talking about going.
Lucky.
It's gonna be fucking nuts, though.
I know. I was gonna say, I was like, dude, I think you and I are gonna have to.
So bad.
I know. I was like, I think you and I should just drive down there and just fucking go. So I've been waiting for that thing for a while.
Come with, probably.
That'd be so cool.
My mom and her boyfriend just got a new camper.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's like really fucking nice. Like,
so we'd obviously be
inside.
sleeping together,
right?
Yeah, as little boys do.
There are quite a few beds though. So
really,
to make it work.
That'd be sick. Man, I would cry happy. Yeah, those lines would be insane. They would be super
That's my
insane.
only reservation. It's gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah, but
and the
blue milk.
Millennium Falcon ride isn't gonna be open.
I know that's
for a little bit.
Yeah, but hey, Disneyland.
Disneyland's great.
Disneyland is great. Yeah, we should record more of the Kingdom Hearts stuff now. I've completed all the games. Kingdom Hearts 3 will be done. I'll have nothing else besides watching movies. And that's it. And just doing some schoolwork and work. So we should do it again. I loved the first episode that we did.
Okay.
I think we should do it. Let's
Fix the audio.
Yeah, it's all settled now. It's all good. Yeah, we'll have to figure out and do that soon.
Tuesday. On sequitur.
Got that shit on digital a month ago, or like this month. Why I did not mean a month ago. But yeah, we'll have to record some more. I'll have to text you a date so when we should record, because I want to play some more of that fun garbage game. Because that's what it is. Let's be honest. But yeah, I'd say this was a good podcast. I enjoyed our talks.
It was a long one.
It was a long one. I'll probably split it up into two. Put it for every one for 1 week, one for the other week, and then we'll record another one. And I'll actually remember to put a timer on because I completely forgot to do that. So I'll remember the next time. Plus, we had a lot of movies that we saw that we weren't able to talk about for a bit. We've been busy boys.
Yep.
Been trying to cut back. I'm not traveling for a bit, and dude, literally all of March was so busy.
Yeah.
Just went to Reading, Oregon, Arizona for a week. And then before that, I was just working every day because I always had so much time off that I had to work every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been going to the gym so I can look good for Hawaii.
Damn.
Which, damn, dude, I gotta say, little shameless plug. When I went to Arizona and I looked at pictures of my arm, I was like, damn. I was like, fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Except now I have a bad heat rash, so I'm gonna have to put lotion all over my body.
Heat rash?
Yeah. It's like...
From what?
Just the sun. Because I don't go in it that much, and it was so
Sunburn?
hot. It's not a sun. It's just like little bumps that raise up in your skin. It just kind of feels like it kind of just feels like you have
So different.
Look it up. Look up a sun rash. I dare you. It probably doesn't look as bad as you would think for the first images that you would see. Yeah, it does not look like that at all. It's more just risen bumps that are clear.
It's just a sunburn and you're lying right now.
It's not a sunburn. I know what a sunburn is. This is not a sunburn. I promise you. I promise you that, my friend. Would never lie. Never, never, ever.
This is gross.
I know.
All these pictures.
I know. I had to close it out. I also go down the rabbit hole.
The child butt.
I know. I saw that too. But yeah, now I'm done traveling. Won't have to do it for a bit. But yeah, thank you for listening to this cast. We'll be recording more soon. I'm not going to be as busy, so I'll be able to edit these and put them out, and we'll record some more gameplay soon. So thank you for listening. And also, I have a friend that wants to come on for next week. His name is Larry. He's a listener of the podcast, which is swell and dandy. I was like, damn, we got one. We got one fan. We're selling merch. We're getting rich, boys. Woo! Shout out to Larry. But thank you for listening. We'll be back soon, and I love you.